there's this fear of like AI is going to take over all of these jobs, and at the same time now we're also talking about like innovation does require humans. It does require people to actually think, because there's this that imagination, or like something that you think it's hard to replace with just AI. And so when you hear all this news with a lot of these CEOs, we have heard Shopify, now Duolingo, I think Salesforce, Box, just as of like the last couple of weeks, about hiring or like thinking about AI first before hiring. What's your take on it?
That's an interesting point, Priyanka. I was reading a book, Nexus, interesting book from Yuval Harari. He mentioned about how the information flow changed. So, for an example, when printing press came into the picture, people started saying is that okay, hey, now anybody can share their thoughts out, but who will generate the thoughts? Then after that, newspaper came in and the information flow changes, internet came in. But one thing never changed. That was like humans were generating the content. And we were using the technology as a medium to relay that information. Right? When search came in, like whether it's a Yahoo search, Google search, we can definitely debate who came first. But the point is when the search came in, it provided us a technical tool to parse the information, but it never generated the information. Now we are going into a phase where we are generating the new information, right? It's going to change, it's going to disrupt, and it's going to evolve the businesses and the business model without any doubt. Till this point of a time, I have hardly seen any technology that displaced the jobs. It evolved the jobs. Industrial revolution, we say that okay, hey, the jobs changed, but it generated a lot number of new jobs. How the things will happen in future, how the roles will be evolving, we are still seeing that kind of a pragmatic version over a period of a time. There are some speculations, I will not go into that one. Everybody has their own forecasting, predictions and opinions how the future will look like. I think it will be better to go step by step. Like, do not think about 5 and 10 years down the line. If you're thinking about, hey, what will be that job? While planning for the career, think about the learnings, think it about evolving, think about going back to the first principles, critical thinking, problem solving, domain expertise, and then using these technologies to enable the actual impact you can bring on the table. So I feel that's going to be the future. It's very, very hard to predict that, okay, what will happen, what kind of a jobs will exist or not. That's going to be a tough part. I keep getting those questions from a lot of students that, okay, hey, Nitin, like, shall we learn coding? Yeah, you should. Like, do you feel that coding is going away? No, it's not going away. The way that you're writing code is going to change for sure. Stack Overflow changed it. Now it's going to be GitHub Copilot and Cursor and all those tools. They are going to, in future, things will change. But if you say that, okay, whether this field will not exist in future, that's going to be hard.
Yeah, I'm sure you definitely get a lot of questions, because I think you also teach around the topic of AI as well. And so there are a lot of people probably also coming you, not just parents and students, but also asking you about like, what do we do with respect to our jobs? And is this, is our role going to be secure or not? And so what do you tell these people?
That's an interesting point, Priyanka. I personally feel security is notional. So if you talk about that, okay, if my role will be existing in 5 years down the line, I don't know. Like the way that we are working, I'm trying to automate my role as well. That's going to be the future for all of us, right? So if I think about, I'm in this AI/ML domain for more than a decade. If you think about the way that we used to build models in the past, the kind of problems that we were solving in the past, is it the same? It's not at all the same. But the problem remains the same.